For my personal project, I decided to interview a few people. These few people are women who, despite all odds, managed to make a name for themselves in the world of basketball. Collectively, they have won many awards and many tournaments, and each of them has had successful careers in national basketball, and some are still working in sports. This might seem special in itself already, but there is something that makes this story even more unique. They're all siblings and are all sisters. These people are known as the Singh sisters and are very well known in the world of Indian basketball. I decided to ask them several important questions about their journey, such as where did the title of Singh sisters come from? Well, let them answer that question for you. Who are the Singh sisters of basketball and what's the story behind it?
Bunch of girls who came from a small town, struggled a lot, made their way to Indian team and made the country proud.
So when I started playing, after me, my sisters followed me. And I think it was a kind of very unique thing that in one family, sometimes people like, they're like one or two siblings playing, but this was a unique case where all the five siblings, five girls, started playing basketball to a certain level. And it was kind of like a very unique for the press and for the, like for the people.
So they started giving like coverage like the Singh sisters, because it was easy for them to to get the name and make like make people realize that there are two or three uh, players from the same family who are starting the team and winning medals.
India is not very known for playing basketball, so how did you end up playing basketball? Tell me about your journey from the very start.
So one time I saw my friend going to school in the evening, and I asked her, "Where are you going?" And she told me that she's going to play basketball. I never knew what basketball is. So I said, "Can I come with you?" And she said, "Sure." So that was the day when I went to the court.
It started with Priyanka Singh, our elder sister. She used to go and play and basketball. Our school team was really good and she was a very good player. So we were very young that times. We used to follow, we used to go cheer for her. Then how this started. We were quite fortunate that we had a sister like Priyanka, and she started basketball, and we had a coach like Amarjeet Singh who encouraged her to take up the basketball as our game. So that's how it started. And then Divya Di, Prashanti, Akanksha, everyone followed, and I followed their way. So it was quite natural for me and quite obvious for me that I will play basketball too, because my sisters used to play and I'm the youngest one in the family.
What was your motivation when you were playing basketball?
On Sunday, Sadaji, Amari sir, he came to our place and he met my father. And he said, he Singh Sahab, let your daughter play. She is very good. So he said, okay, I have no problem. You make your team. You're planning to make your team. That is fine. But what is the future in this? If my child spends so much time and energy on this, and this is a very physical sport, if she can get hurt also. So what is the future in this? What she will do in the future? How she will get her job and everything? What is the scope? So he said, I can see your children are very bright, and they can really do wonders. So let them pursue this. So he said, okay, but only in one. There's a condition. If they will ever lack in studies, they will have to leave basketball. So he said, no, no, no. I will tell them to study hard and all that. And this is how it started. So Priyanka started playing.
So Priyanka Di, who's the oldest one among all of us, she started going to the basketball court, and watching her only, we used to be thrilled watching her on the court, that my sister is playing in the team. So that was kind of a motivation for us, that we wanted to be part of the school team as well, seeing her, because she was part of the team. So it's like, you can say that start happened because by chance, and because my sister was playing and we just followed her footprints.
At what age did you start playing basketball?
I started playing when I was in grade 7, I guess. That was the first time I held basketball.
So I was, I cannot exactly remember. Maybe 10 years. I started, dribbling, but yeah, the serious basketball I played when I was 14.
I was playing in class sixth, like it was, I was almost 11 years old. So I was playing in the school.
I used to watch them play, my sisters play on the court. So I used to just take the basketball and start dribbling on the side. So maybe you can say when I was 7 years old, probably I started playing basketball.
I started playing when I was 12. So by the age of 14, I played my first mini national.
When you were playing basketball, have you ever thought about playing basketball as a career?
No, actually, as I told you before, that I started playing for fun, but suddenly, like, I got so interested because the kind of routine we used to have, that somehow got, like, I got very interested into it. And after school and before school, we used to practice in the morning and evening. But we just played for fun, and then tournaments, and then competitions, and then we made so many friends. So all the aspects of playing sports just motivated me to continue playing sports. So I never thought that I'll end up being a sports teacher or physical education teacher, or making my career in sports, but it just happened.
No, no, not at all. We never had this thing, career, and I was very small, and I was just having fun, and I was just doing what I was told to do. Mom used to say, eat, I used to eat, sleep, sleep. Then coach used to say, give practice, and the teacher used to say, study. So we were good in taking instructions and doing.
Now that I know, a brief understanding about your beginning in sports, beginning in basketball and how you got there, let's move on to, your struggles. So what were your struggles, and how easy or how hard was your journey in basketball?
In India, it's a patriarchal society, and I belong to a caste where girls are not supposed to go out and make their own decisions and play whatever they want to. But when I started playing, many people questioned it, like, "Why are you playing? I mean, you should be studying." So it's not like society. There was like so many things actually. My father wanted us to study, and society thought that in sports there's no career. So all the negative parts were there for playing sports. So it was not an easy journey.
The society was also that time very conservative. Now it's very good, but that time it was very conservative. The boys were very cheap, you know, and these that time they used to pass comments, and I know they must be very ashamed of themselves because they will have daughters by now. So uh, that was one of the challenges.
So the basic problem was the lack of role models or exposure. Exposure not only mine, but of the society and my family and the people around me. Because when uh, Priyanka ji used to go to the court, all the neighborhood people and the neighboring aunties, they used to say, "Ki, why you are making your girls play in the sun? She's getting tan. She may get hurt." Or they are all the day they are running in the shorts with the boys. It looks awkward. They should be, like a little ladylike or something. They're like becoming a tomboyish.
In the sense like the if the girls play with boys, it was a big deal. It's not, it was not allowed. Or girls wearing shorts was a big deal, or girls wearing shoes like boys was a big deal. So those things were not looked in a very good way. So the girls were looked down upon if they did these kind of things. So those were a big struggle. Like, now looking back, it looks okay. Now the society has changed a lot, it's progressed a lot, people are equal, but that back then it was a lot of pressure.
As you know, Banaras is a very small city, and people here are not very open minded. So when girls start to play, they go out of their house and go to play and all. So they have this thing in mind that they used to advise my mother, our mother, your nani, that you should not you should not let your daughters go alone, and you should not let your daughters please wear shorts, and you should not let your daughters to play with boys. But our mother did never respond to them, and she was very supportive. She used to say, like, these are my child and I know how to raise them.
Second, the struggle was the infrastructure, like no, which is very important for playing any sport. Like if you are playing, you want to play professionally. That back then we didn't know that we are going to play professionally, but that foundation time, you have to have enough equipments, you have to have good ground, you have to have good coaching. These are the foundation of the training.
And the thing is, ki if you even if for the fun, if you play, you need a lot of equipments like shoes and balls and jerseys, tracksuits. So government can provide little less, but not everything.
At the time of your struggles, did you regret, playing basketball?
No, actually never. We cherish it. We are like, even if you don't achieve anything sports, it's for everybody. Even if you don't play, if you don't play for India, don't play for your state team, then also you learn so many things in sports that you can never regret playing a sport.
So in India that time, 3 or 4 times it happened to me that I was very deserving, but my name was not there in the list, final list. So that time I was very hurt and I wanted to leave basketball. But again, there was something that, because I loved basketball so much that did not last for many days. After 1 or 2 weeks, it was over, and I used to go back to court again. So it's love for the game.
How did you overcome your struggles? And did anyone support you through your struggles?
One of the major reason I feel, why we were able to make it to the Indian team, or continuously play for the Indian team, was because of the my mother's support. Like if she wasn't there, it wouldn't have been possible for all of us, because she was there to fight against the society for us. She was there to fight against all the odds for us. All the relatives, all the neighbors, all the people who would look down on us because we used to play with boys. She was the one who always supported us. She was the one who said, "You don't bother about anybody. You just do what you are doing, and you keep trying. You keep trying your best, and whatever has to happen, it will happen. You don't have to worry about the results also." And what others say is not your concern. You just focus on your work. So these are big words coming from a woman who's a housewife, and she was a big support for us.
There were many people, but I could think of like 5, 6 people who were like really, really there for us whenever we needed. Number one was my mom. My mom take like I can give all the credit to her because you know how it is like how your father goes out to earn money and mom takes care of the household things. So my mom was like, so whatever we decided to do, she never questioned. She just told us that whatever you do, you should know that every step counts. So you want to make sure that whatever you do, you are careful about things around you, and you should have fun. You should just enjoy. So that was her thing, and she trusted that the thing. I think what I can see, she trusted a lot. So. And the second person was my father. My father said that, okay, you can play, but you're going to make sure that your grades are not going down. So he said, you give me the grades and I'll let you play.
Now that I know about understanding about your struggles and how you overcame them, let's move on to the present, which is now. So, my first question is: are you satisfied with where you are right now?
As a kid, I started playing. As a teenager, I got a reputation. And then as a college player, I got like very good education through sports. I did physical education. And when I was done with my studies, I married to a sports person. And we both have physical education teachers. So we have a very good understanding. So if you talk about at present, I have everything what I need. So yes, I'm very much satisfied.
It's not about being satisfied, I am kind of person who wants to try new things. Okay, so I have been doing very new things. I wanted to go, achieve gold medal in studies. I did it. Okay, I wanted to study in foreign, America. I did it. I wanted to play the best in India. I did it. And then I wanted to coach the senior team. I did it. I wanted to be captain of Indian team. I did that too. So it's always, I was always changing my, whatever was it. See, again, it's not planned. See, now right now I'm working in Sports Authority of India, and in a good position, and I'm doing a lot of good things for sports in India. But again, now I feel this is time to change, and try new things. So this is always like this. So life should not be monotonous. It should always have struggles, which makes you more, independent and strong.
Yeah, nobody can be fully satisfied ever. We are humans. So but yeah, I am satisfied that I know that I can do anything in life, and I've been working in school and colleges as sports representative or and sports officer, and now I'm taking a break and I'm doing my own business for a while. And apart from that, I have so many apart from that, I have so many other options that I can pursue. So yes, I am very much satisfied.
If you had to change something throughout your journey, what would you change?
If you ask me if I want to change something, go back in the past and change something, I'll never change anything, because I think I'm very content. I'm very happy from all the experiences I've had, even the struggles, because I think those struggles have shaped me the way I am. And if the struggles were not there, I wouldn't be so strong the way I am.
We need more guidance. If I could like change something, I think the where I wasted my energy and time in searching for things and knowing and looking for what I should do or not do. If I was certain with with few milestones or few role models or something, I think the achievement I could achieve till to 2020, it would have been before 2015 or 2014, like that. Because there was nothing, uh, that it was not there was nothing lacking from my side, or we were really putting a lot of hard work, but lack of exposure was the problem. So if that I can change, while going with the time machine, that I can do.
Out of all your achievements and memories, which one was most important or memorable to you?
There were so many though. There were so many, but one which is very, very close to my heart is, at one point, though we have a lot of gap in sisters, like my second sister is 2 years younger than after the 2 years, and then four. So, but still, there was one tournament where all five were on court together. So we played as first five. We couldn't take a picture, but that's like still I remember that even my youngest sister, she was on the court with me, so all five we started the game as a playing five. That's very, very memorable for me.
My final question in this interview is what would you suggest to other girls or women out there who want to quit or who want to start sports?
See, nothing comes easy. Nothing, not even like, even if you want a glass of water, you have to get up, you have to go, and you have to get it, so you have to move, right? So I would say, if you're thinking of quitting sports, or if you're thinking of starting a sports, always remember, nothing comes easy. You have to work hard. You need to be very dedicated.
If you're determined that you can do something in life, just go for it. Don't think of consequences or something. It's my firm belief that if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And yeah, but the for, like, get better, you don't have to work hard. You have to work hard in perfect way. So please find that, because it's a very wrong saying that, you work hard, you get something. No, if you work hard in a perfect, right way, then only you get whatever you want. So be strategic in your journey, and it will definitely pay off. And don't worry about anything else. Everything else will adjust.
First of all, assess yourself, assess your abilities, assess your skill and your will. Most important, how persuasive you can be, how strong you can go, because the odd is always not on the court, but off the court too. So, are you ready to fight? Are you ready to to go really hard? What you dream of? Well, if you are willing to dream, to 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 pursue, you're willing to really achieve what you want, then only you go for the sport. Because sports is not some la la land. No, it is not. It is a place for people with a big heart, strong heart, and people who can again, who can fall and come back stronger again.
I think quitting is very easy. Anybody can quit. And quitting is not an option. It should not be an option, because if you started something, that means you were interested, and you should consider pursuing it, because you never know the last step you quit on, maybe the last struggle you had.
Never quit on anything, because if you are working hard and if you know that you are sincere enough in your work, you can achieve anything in life, whatever you want. And that's the guarantee I am giving you.
This part of the documentary is very important, as the person that is being interviewed is behind all the success of the Singh sisters. Without her, the Singh sisters probably won't be where they are right now. That person is Urmila Singh, the mother of the Singh sisters. I decided to ask her questions on why she was so open-minded and progressive in a place where this may have not been common. So now, let's hear her side of the story. Why did you give your daughters the chance to play basketball?
मेरी बेटियों को बास्केटबॉल बहुत पसंद था और ये उनका प्यार भी था, इसलिए उनको खेलने दिया। और खेलने से तो मेंटल और फिजिकल ग्रोथ होता है, तो बच्चे अगर खेलते हैं तो ज़्यादा अच्छा है। और ये उनकी चॉइस थी कि वो बास्केटबॉल खेले या फुटबॉल खेले या कोई भी गेम खेले, लेकिन उनकी जो चॉइस थी बास्केटबॉल, तो इसलिए हमने उसमें जाने दिया।
Did you ever think that this would become something big?
नहीं, मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा कि बच्चे बास्केटबॉल में ही इतना आगे निकलेंगे। और क्योंकि मेरा एक एम था कि ये लोग खेले और पढ़े भी, पढ़ने में भी अच्छे थे लोग, खेलने में भी अच्छे थे। और कभी सोचा नहीं था कि बास्केटबॉल में ही इनका करियर बनेगा। लेकिन मैंने कभी बाउंड भी नहीं किया इन्हें कि नहीं बास्केटबॉल मत खेलो। और मुझे तो खुशी है कि बास्केटबॉल में इन लोगों ने करियर बनाया। और बास्केटबॉल में नहीं भी बनता तो चूंकि स्टडी में इतने अच्छे थे ये लोग कि कहीं ना कहीं बहुत अच्छी जगह जॉब करते या बहुत अच्छा कुछ करते। जहाँ पैदा हुई थी पहले बहुत ही पिछड़ापन था। वहाँ पर लड़कियों को स्कूल तो भेजना दूर, घर से बाहर नहीं निकलने दिया जाता था। लेकिन लड़कियों के साथ बहुत ही अन्याय था एक तरह से। उनको लड़कियां जब पैदा होती थी तभी लोगों का चेहरा एकदम उदास हो जाता था, लोग मायूस हो जाते थे। और जहाँ चेहरा उदास हो जाए, मायूस हो जाए उनके पैदा होने पर, तो उन लोगों से क्या उम्मीद किया जाए कि वो अपने बच्चों को आगे पढ़ा पाएंगे या आगे बढ़ा पाएंगे। लेकिन मैं बहुत लकी थी कि मेरी फैमिली ऐसी नहीं थी। उस परिवेश में रहते हुए भी मेरी फैमिली का ही असर है जो हम इतना पढ़ लिख पाए और ऐसा सोच पाए। मेरे पापा बहुत ही प्रोग्रेसिव माइंड के थे, बहुत ही ओपन माइंड। अब पापा ही नहीं, पापा मम्मी और बड़े पापा भैया सब लोग इतने खुले विचार के थे। उनका ये मानना था कि जिसके अंदर जो टैलेंट है उसको निकलना चाहिए, वो बेटी हो या बेटा। तो कभी उन्होंने भेदभाव नहीं किया, कभी उन्होंने फर्क नहीं किया कि बेटी है तो इसे पढ़ने ना दिया जाए या खेलने ना दिया जाए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। और वो लोग बल्कि हम अधिक से अधिक कोशिश करते थे कि हम लोग कितना आगे कर सके। तो उस परिवेश में भी चूंकि मेरी फैमिली बहुत अच्छी थी, मेरे मम्मी पापा और बड़े पापा सब इतने अच्छे थे कि वो हमारे बारे में बहुत अच्छा सोचते थे। और हम जो भी कर पाए उनके बदौलत कर पाए, और उन्हीं की प्रेरणा है, उन्हीं की देन है जो मेरी सोच ऐसी हो गई। और मैंने अपने बच्चों को भी बच्चों के साथ भी वही मैंने किया जो उन्होंने मेरे साथ किया था।
Thank you to the Singh sisters, Priyanka Singh, Divya Singh, Prashanti Singh, Akansha Singh, Pratima Singh, and their mom Urmila Singh for their time and their stories, which were all very inspiring. I would also like to thank the viewer for watching my documentary. Thank you very much, everyone.